How do you do, everybody? Welcome to basketball action. The new Trier Trevians take on DePaul College Prep. Trevians and DePaul, both highly regarded now in the state of Illinois. Both have a chance to go deep in the playoffs, maybe even make it downstate. We're playing neutral court at Evanston. Up top. Rotation. And drive the baseline, take the shot. No. Loose on the floor and alternate possession, I think. Alternate possession to the Trevians. The inbound, Canelos across the timeline. Feller back up top. Canelos. Cross court, and Smith for the shot. No. Put back a bit heavy by Van Gorp. And coming right back. This is a charity event. A couple of games going on here today at Evanston. And the shot heavy, and Van Gorp with the rebound. A run and gun up and no. Trevian starting a little slow here. And a three. I'll make it a deuce. Head to foot on the line. Canelos. Up top. Fegan. Kobe back to Fegan. And nope. Up and I block offensive foul on the charge. Canelos brings it across the timeline. Underneath, and Van Gorp with the easy deuce. On the backside. First quarter action. Non-conference game. Not that any game matters, conference or non-conference for that matter at this stage of the season. Other than you want to do well, but it's all tune up for the playoffs now. Smith, Van Gorp, Fegan. Fegan tried to go through three men. And then a foul on the aggressive reach-in. And Trevians will inbound. Feller inbounds it to Fegan. Fegan to Smith. Back to Fegan. Fegan dished it out. Smith. Canelos. And the reset to Feller. Canelos. And Van Gorp. No. But hand involved there. And from the outside for the deuce. Fuller to Canelos. Canelos. Van Gorp. Give it to Feller. Now again a little backdoor, and Van Gorp with the deuce. Obviously early going. They want to set Van Gorp as a offensive force inside, down low. Use that size a little bit. No sooner do I say that than Van Gorp goes and sits down, and Ian Brown comes in. In the corner. Set it over there, cross court. Pull back out. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Glad to have you, wherever it may be on our network line. And strong-armed up and in. Little body contact thrown in there, in the paint. Canelos gave it off. Ian Brown. Whoops, forgot something. To the corner. Back top and stolen on the pass out high to Feller, and a slam-a-jam to finish it off. And Trevian's going to take a little timeout here. Trevian's down by 7 to the DePaul Rams. Gordon Tech was the Rams, and DePaul kind of took over for where Gordon Tech had been. So I guess they kept the mascot as the Rams. Trevians with the basketball. Ian Brown. Up and in on a nice run and gun by Kobe Smith. Like we said, both these teams highly regarded, and a little traveling music. Some happy feet. Up and in on the run and gun. This one by Canelos. Winding down the first quarter. And a three from the outside. Friendly help from the iron a little bit. Canelos gives it off to Feller, who gave it right off to Fegan. Inside, and the foul. Trevians will inbound underneath. Just a little bit more than a minute. I don't know if they're using the shot clock here. I think that was the question. When they redid the Welsh Ryan Arena, Sorry, I still go by the old McGaw Hall. They moved some of the games over here and fixed up this place a little bit. Ian Brown with the outside three. And timeout taken by DePaul Prep. Lead's been cut to 3. Like we said, Trevians had a slow start here. And now it's started to come alive a little bit. And an outside 3. Yoshitani just into the game. He's got the ball. Tried to go inside and now picked up and in. And counted. And we're done with the first quarter of this one. Trevians down by 4 as we start the second quarter on this one. Rams have inbounded it. And turned the corner, but Van Gorp blocked it. Tries second time and rolls it in. Trevian's down by 6. Yoshitani gave it to Canelos. Canelos tries to drive the lane, kicked it back out to Yoshitani. Swishery for 3 for Jun Yoshitani. On the rotation on the outside are the Rams. Looking for the opening. And the shot, no. Trevians get the rebound. I guess they are now using the shot clock. And Canelos, a little off balance, threw one up there and wasn't close. And going for the outside shot. Nope. Fegan with the rebound. Fegan gave it off. Canelos. Back to Fegan. And no, the foul on Fegan. Colby Smith and Logan Feller check in for the Trevs. Up and the deuce. And the fadeaway jumper. Good by Fegan. Up and no. Back up top. And another one for Fegan. Switchery for 3. And timeout taken by DePaul as the Trevians make a little bit of a run now. Tied at 21 with 4:34 to play in the first half. The athletic director at DePaul's a buddy of mine, one of the former players on the North Shore, deuced by Feller, and the Trevians have taken the lead here. Played on the American Legion Wilmette team. Pat Mahoney. I have stories to tell that I can get a lot of people in trouble. Thinking of one of the stories I have on Pat Mahoney. Woo! Saved by Fegan on a zigzag play. He zigged when he should have zagged. Up top. Somebody did. It wasn't Fegan, I don't think. And tried for the reverse layup, didn't work. Up top and a swishery for 3 on the end of that. Up and no. And DePaul's run into a kind of a down spot here. Up in the deuce. Canellos to Feller. Rotating it around. Back it in. Up and heavy by Fegan. He got his own rebound. Missed the first time he got stuffed, but managed to stay with it, put it home. To the side, going for the 3. No, heavy. And oh my, it sure looked like we got a friendly call there. Looked to me like it was the new Trier kid. It touched it last, but referees are like your mother. They're always right. They're down on the floor. I'm up here in the stands. And 3 no. Brought back the other way. Rotating it around. Up top. Rams. And the shot good. Canellos. Kind of a back and forth game at this stage. Ian Brown, give it to Canellos. Back to Kobe Smith. Smith drives the lane, missed on the first one, went for the second one, and he got fouled. A little bit over the back, I guess. Got him on the hand. So Smith will shoot a pair. Missed the first. Got the second. And down a few seconds here left to play in the quarter. Jeremy's going to make a wholesale substitution. Finnerty, Yoshitani, and Schnecker, or Leemaster rather, in for the Trevians. Up top. Looking for the back door. Got it on the deuce. And foul. Trevians, Fegan, Kobe Smith, and Feller check back in for the Trevians. Logan Feller inbounds it to Fegan, goes for the three, no. Trying to come back the other way, alley-oop it. No, close, but no. And we are done with the first half. Trevians lead by 2 at halftime. Trevians will inbound to start the second half here. Canelos sets it, gave it to Van Gort. Feller. Canelos. And drive the baseline, nope. Couldn't strong arm it up. Coming back the other way to shut off. And out of bounds. New Trier basketball. I think our next game's here against Evanston. Regular season. Feller dished it off. Up and no. And coming back. Run and gun up and in for the deuce. Canelos. And Fagan puts it in. Canelos tried to draw the foul and didn't work. Trevians get the rebound. Coming back quickly. Canelos kicks it to the corner. Back up top, Smith. And Smith got blocked. Fouled, but I think it's on the floor. I don't think it was the shooting. Smith having a little trouble. He's hobbling a little bit. Inbounded to Van Gorp. Puts it in on a skyhook. Boy, Van Gorp doing a skyhook. And there's going to be a lot of players that can get to that ball to stop him. Out high. And have to take the shot. Did show a deuce. Foot was on the line. Canelos coming back the other way. The 3-0. Van Gorp, and Van Gorp got pushed. And Yoshitani and Ian Brown come in. Canelos. Sometimes games like this on a Saturday afternoon, you know, you had a game the night before, you're a little bit tired. And subsequently, you're a little off. Up and no. And up and in, counted, and the foul, and Jake Fegan will go to the line for a deuce. For a chance at the three-point play, rather. Yeah, no, a bit short. Far side to the corner. Back up top. And going for the three. No. Drive the paint. Up and no. Not a very disciplined shot. Canelos goes for the run and gun, and that was a bit short. Coming back. Pulled back out, and the Rams will reset it. New Trier and DePaul College Prep. Up top. And going for the long one, short. Coming back. And there's a block in there. You know, I was looking at the at school sizes this year, for this year, and I didn't realize that Waukegan now is larger than Stevenson High School. Waukegan's the second largest high school in the state. IHSA-wise, the largest is actually two high schools that in the one district that they only have one sports program, so they use them together. 7,000 in that one. That's Morton, Berwyn, Cicero, near west suburbs. Then Waukegan, and then Stevenson. New Trier is the sixth largest, at slightly more than 3,900. Up and in on the run and gun. And timeout taken by DePaul. And Trevians lead by 8 here with 3:28 left to play in the third quarter. And I didn't realize that Vernon Hills in the Central Suburban League count the basket in the fall here, and Fegan will go to the line for 3 points the hard way here. That Vernon Hills is larger than Deerfield, and Deerfield is now in the Central Suburban South, so because they changed what constituted a team in the north and what constituted a team in the south. They did it, they're doing it more on also sports competency, as it were, sports success, in addition to the size of the school. But I think really, for most of it, it's off the big three, particularly football. But off the big three, what I found interesting is how horrible Niles West was in the Central Suburban South. They moved into the Central Suburban North, and they made the playoffs. Up top, and into the paint, tried the shot, no. Fell into the hands of Brown, Canellos, and Canellos was going to try a shot. The reset. And Logan Feller with the shot, no. Coming back. Outside for the three. Bounced on either side of the rim, so to speak. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Trevians. And possession retained by the Rams. Quinfinity checks in. And going to give Jake Fegan a rest. Out top. Yoshitani guarding. Out top. And going for the three. Yeah. Bounced every which way before going in. Trevians with the basketball. Tried for a little backdoor. Yes, it worked, and Yoshitani finishes it off. Out top. Final seconds here of the third quarter. And stolen. And a zigzag play. Ian Braun wasn't ready to receive the pass. The Rams setting the play. And foul. And Will Lemaster into the game for the Trevians. Finish off the third quarter. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Trevians. Just a few ticks of the clock left to the quarter. Inbounded. And the shot way wide. Out ahead. No, didn't get it away in time. Made the shot, but too late. So we're done with the third quarter of this one. And the Trevians leading by 8, 44-36. And the Rams will inbound to start the fourth quarter. Setting it up. Turnaround shot. Nope. Van Gorp with the rebound. Canelos. Back to Canelos. Feller gave it off to Smith, who gave it back to Canelos. And Logan Feller for the three, and that was a bit heavy. And foul, but I think on both sides. You're going to call it on both. So it'll mean it's still DePaul ball. They got each other. Up and no, didn't quite scoop it up high enough. Coming back the other way. Going for the three. Smith. No, that was short. Van Gorp with the rebound. To Fegan. Fegan. Back top. Going for the three. Nope. And they're saying the Trevians touched it last. Up top to the side. Whoops, he stepped on the line. New Trier basketball. Fourth quarter of this one. Trevians with the lead. I want to say the lead's at 8. Turn around, nope. And up and in, but it doesn't count. Foul first. Doesn't matter. Rams will inbound it. In front of their own bench. I guess with some issue about the shot clock. Question about resetting it maybe in that situation. Into the paint. Takes the shot. No. Got the rebound. No. And then Van Gorp with the rebound. Canelos. Fegan. Smith. Van Gorp. Feller. To Canelos. And the reset yet again. Smith. And nope. On the outside 3, it was a shot clock situation. Shot a little off. Trevians with the rebound. Feller, I think, got that rebound. Yep. Canelos gave it off to Fegan. Fegan into the paint. Fegan lost the handle, but he did so because it was fouled. And we're into the bonus. One hand. Gets the first, I guess. They're saying he was in the act of shooting. And goes for the second. Missed it. 4:42 left to play in the fourth quarter. Trevians with the lead. Yeah, no. But he was fouled. Van Gorp with the foul. Gets the first. Missed the second. Van Gorp with the rebound. Canelos. Canelos across the timeline. DePaul looks like they're getting a little more aggressive defensively here. And they're seeing offensive foul on Fegan. That was a case of Jake, I think, having little indecision once he got to the paint and saw the way to the basket block, not knowing what to do, so he kind of did a little too much. Up top. And sent a floater. Trier with the rebound. Canelos. Canelos gives it off to Feller. Back to Canelos. Feller gave it over to the side. And Trier going to take a timeout. And could see a little indecisiveness on the part of the Trevians. Trevians still lead by 8 here with 3:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. They have held that separation pretty consistently here through the second half. And Jake Fegan with the deuce. Going for a three. No. Van Gorp with the rebound. Thought it was funny, Van Gorp in the at Pontiac. Everyone wanted to take a picture with him. You know, all the little kids wanted to take a picture with him because he's so much taller than they were, you know. And a 30-second timeout, but did the basket count? Yeah, it did. 10-point. Trevian lead. 2:29 left to play. Jake Fegan with his 1,000th point as a high school player. That counts his time that's on the freshman sophomore team, and everybody. That one was a case of just being bodily out of control. And they want to discuss this a little bit. That's almost like an accidental foul. And Jake Fegan to the line. That was why they did the timeout, was to honor Jake Fegan, I guess. Jake gets the first. And got the second. Spinorama, they shot no on the underhanded layup attempt. Canelos. Give it out to Smith, back to Canelos. And the cross. Corner. And the foul. There was a timeout taken first. Well, Trevian's spreading a little bit. I guess a timeout was taken. Smith up top, Canelos. And Canelos got fouled. And Evan Canelos will go to the line. Couple of substitutions here as things wind down. Minute 44 left to play in the fourth quarter. I think the Trevians now up by 13. These two teams won't meet in playoffs because DePaul is a 3A and New Trier 4A, size-wise. And Van Gorp with the foul. Missed the first one, a little short. Ian Brown checks in. Tyler Van Gorp had a very good afternoon here at Evanston in the tournament. Showcase, I guess it's called, because it's not really a tournament. And the foul. And Logan Feller will go to the line. And Logan Feller shoots a pair. Gets the first. I think we're double bonus time now. Friendly bounce, got the second. One of the things, Tyler Van Gorp checks back in. One of the things about when you play somebody from a different class, some of these teams, the difference between the size of the school and the class, and and slam a jam for Fegan. Yeah, the teams that are the smaller school, a nice outside three. The inbound Fegan gave it to Canelos. Canelos goes for the run and gun, up and in for the deuce. So a team like DePaul, that's playing 4A schools, can still do very well in a 3A playoff. That's going to do it for the game. And the new Trier Trevians is going to come out victorious. And there you go. Final score 58-42 for the Trevians. And the Danny Did Foundation showcase for the Danny Did Foundation is over epilepsy, childhood epilepsy. Anyway, that'll do it for us for this game. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Trevians win. And we'll play Evanston as our next game on the network. And for all of us, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody. This has been a Metro Chicago Sports Network copyrighted presentation. All rights reserved.